Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope your day went well. Alright, so we're into day 2 of our beginning guide from starting from level 1 all the way to max level, which is 85. So we got a long ways to go, but again, we are going to just take it nice and slow. We're not trying to do a speed run of this, we're just going to take our time and go through and just be giving you tips along the way. It was really fun seeing so many likes on the last video. That was amazing. So keep that up. And again, if you have any questions that I may have went too fast on, or you have just questions in general about this game, feel free to post them in the comments below. Alright, so let's take a look at the store. We got a Bronzian card that we can unlock. Let's go open that first of all. Let's see what we got. Alright, cool. We got some gear. Not too bad. Alright, so our quests right now is to finish off E. So let's go over there. And what we're going to do is finish off, go to F, and then unlock number 2. So, to normal. And let's just put this on auto. Yeah, so as this is going, I'll just be talking for a little bit. My main goal for this video, if you haven't seen part 1, there'll be a link at the end of this video to it, so you can. I'll be putting in a playlist as well, so I'll be giving a link to that as well. But the whole point is just something fun to start with a new character. And for those who have heard about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, wanted to jump into it but wasn't sure, you can watch this series and then you can join in. It's a free app on both iOS and Android. You don't have to pay. And like any mobile game, there is real money currency that you can use to buy. But with this playthrough, where I'm planning on trying not to spend any crystals or real life money, so it's going to be a completely free to play experience for those who don't really care for spending money. And on my main account, I've spent a little bit of money because it was birthday money and I had extra, but for the most part I have been playing it for free. So our next steps is to reach player level 6 and win a battle, and so that should be nice and easy. Alright, let's take a look at our characters real quick. So we got a few things that we can unlock for us. Our clone trooper, let's unlock those for him. Alright, so now that we have access to all the characters, now we can take a look. I have an idea of a group that we want to focus on. So let's go down and look for, let's see, Phoenix. Alright, so Phoenix is part of the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, which is a TV series, just was made after Star Wars The Clone Wars, which is an animated series. And it's a pretty good one. It was not as good in my opinion as Clone Wars. Some people would beg to differ, but it's really fun. And so what I'm doing here is marking these as favorites, and I'll show you what would that happen. So just right here, favorites, just make it light, and we're going to just mark everyone as light. The reason being I'm wanting to do Phoenix is because if you ask any high level person who's played this game for 3 years or more, who has everything unlocked, the number one thing they would say is if they would start over, they would recommend for new players is the Phoenix Squad, because the Phoenix Squad has healing, tanking, is just an all around good team to start with for beginners. And so this will be our light side group that will be starting, and then for our dark side table will be working on the Empire. And so Royal Guard, Magma Trooper, Stormtrooper, these three here will be basically given to us as we go through the game, because they're so easily accessible and easy, and then we'll just get the Empire going. Because believe it or not, as I mentioned before about legendary characters, you need certain characters to unlock. So let's take a look here. Let's go to Empire for one, since we're talking about the Phoenix Squad. We're going to look at Thrawn. So Thrawn is part of this Star Wars Rebels series, and to unlock him, you have to see no locations able. So you have to unlock him by the Phoenix Squad. And that's it. Because there's an event that will come up, and it's like a time gated, so it gives you 5 days, so a whole week to grind for him to try to get all 145 shards to unlock him. And so that's why I suggest unlocking the Phoenix Squad first, so we can get him out of the way, and they're a good team. So if you notice with the favorites here, they're on top. They take priority over the people we have unlocked. So it's a nice way of organizing. So if you a little bit later down the road, you know, if there's a group you or a particular person you want to work on, just favorite them and bring them to the top, so you don't have to like scroll down and find people. Okay, so right now we probably don't have access to get unlock any of these characters, but we're going to favorite them because we need the Cantina battles unlocked for Ezra. We need another table unlocked for him. We need Cantina for her, and so on. So I'm just getting us prepped for getting everything for going for the next run. So let's battle this one. Continue. So, as Phoenix Squad unlocks Admiral Thrawn, if you have a complete Jedi team, we'll be unlocking that a little bit later. You can get Grandmaster Yoda, which is a great one for Jedi in general, because they just recently got reworked in late 2018. And there are quite a few legendary characters, like Emperor Palpatine. You need a full Rebel group. And believe it or not, you know, Star Wars Rebels, which is the Phoenix Squad, they are, I'll show you once we're done with this, there are certain tags that go along with each character. And so if with the Rebel tag, the Phoenix Squad can be used to unlock Emperor Palpatine as well. So they're good for getting 2 legendary characters for the price of 1 team, which is nice. So after we finish this guy off, heal up, boom. General Veers is also a good Empire character to get. His leadership ability is not too bad. So, all right, cool. We have unlocked the hard mode, and so basically hard mode will get us shards for characters. So let's move on. Show you work. I'm going to give you some free. Nice. So we actually get an Ewok. And believe it or not, these Ewoks are needed to unlock C-3PO, which is, for those who haven't seen the Star Wars series, he's a gold protocol android who has lots of languages under his belt. So great, now you need 2 more shards to activate the... Let's complete a hard mode battle to collect the shards. Okay. Now we're in the hard mode, and right now we're in the tutorial. I'll show you how to access the hard mode right now. So we'll just go through, do this like normal. Take these guys on, auto this. So as you lock the normal tables, once you complete a full set, like in this case number 1, it unlocks the hard mode, and the hard modes are used to unlock shards for particular characters. And the way you find out which characters those nodes unlock, they have a little icon, so you know exactly which ones to farm. And so, if you haven't guessed already, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is a very grindy game. It's mainly based on random number generator, or some people call it RNG. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you can go weeks on end for just getting 0 or no shards. So that's why there's a lot of people playing it, because they're trying to grind out their characters. Okay, so now we completed that. There we go. So we unlocked 3 shards. So now we can actually unlock this Ewok. Alright, so let's go back. There we go. So now we can activate the Ewok Scout, and it's going to give us 1 star. And as you can see, there is 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 stars. 7 stars is maximum. And the border, if you see a character with 7 stars and gold border around him, that's basically max level for that character. But again, those are dealing with people with in-game and have played it for a long time. So again, we're not worrying about that. We're just going through the basics, learning this game. So we're going to activate him. And as you can see here, it will take 100 credits to unlock. But as the 2nd star, it will require more credits. So just keep that in mind. So now we can play him. We can add him to our roster. You can normal and hard modes, you can play the stage. Alright, so let's go back to number 1 on the light side here. And see here, right now we're on the normal side, since we unlocked number 2. But if you go to the hard side, here on the right side, you can earn some shards right there. So if we continue playing this, we have with the potential, mind you, the potential basically on RNG, you know, if the numbers roll in our favor, we would get more shards for him, and we would be able to get him up to a higher level. Now this once we get 3 stars, we can then unlock this next guy, which is our consular. So if you really like your consular, you can then grind them out. So let's do this. Since we have 46 energy right now, let's go ahead and battle this guy real quick. Actually, no, let's not do that right now. Let's take a look at our quest and see what we can... No, that's just unlock. Let's grind out a little bit. I'll show you how we need to get our characters up a little bit. So let's see here. We're almost about... If we do one more battle, we'll be able to go to level 4, which will be cool. So let's equip this piece, and as you can see here, it'll keep account of how many pieces of those items you have. So we have 2, so that's fine. We can upgrade. Boom. So let's go ahead and upgrade this guy. Still don't know why it's giving us higher levels than what our profile is. So let's just go ahead and do that. Bring him to 5. Nice. Let's bring up all our characters to 5. And you might be wondering, why are you not going to max level to 11, you know, with this character? Well, if you notice, we're out of training droids for it. And so if you want, like, this guy would be really, really powerful, but then we will have a level 3, a level 1 character on our team. So that's why, again, this is my personal way of doing it. I like to balance everything out and give you know, equal levels to the characters. And then what you could do is, instead of going back, you can just click on next right here. So 5, and let's upgrade our Ewok to 5 as well. And as you can see, we trained a lot of people, but we still have a decent amount of credits. So, you know, don't be stingy with your credits. Just go ahead and build and all that. So let's get this guy up to gear 2. All right. So let's go find, and we'll just battle. So we'll just go. Doesn't matter which one here. So let's just battle with this one and just battle And again, we're going to save our sim cards, which is like an instant. We don't have to watch the animations, because we want to save those for a little bit later. As you can see, we're going a little quicker through, because now we have a 4th member to our team. So the more we can have a max of 5 people on your team, and depending on what table you're playing on, like we're playing on the light side, so anybody who's on the light side can be on your team. So we can't play with anybody on the dark side, and vice versa. Cool, we collected that. So now we can go back and equip. Let's go grind this again. Okay, so this is on 2A, which is what. Let's see what we can do. Alright, as this is going, if you've been noticing, I've been going for 30-minute increments for every day or every video I'm going to be making. The reason is because I actually have a full-time job, and so I can't be like those people on YouTube where YouTube is their job and can play this game all day. And so my reasoning behind just doing a 30-minute increment is that, like, if you're doing a full-time job, you typically would have a lunch break for about an hour or so. And so what you could do is use 30 minutes of it to play this game if you're finding it enjoyable. So that's my mindset behind why it's 30 minutes instead of longer or an hour. So it just enough time for you to get as much as you can at a decent time, because again, we're not trying to speed run this profile to 85 and be #1 like in a month. There's some people that would like to have that challenge and go for it, but we're going to take our time, learn the game and the mechanics, because we can. Alright, so we're going to be finishing up here. Finishing up with this guy. And hopefully the drops will be nice for us. And we can get this guy Ewok to gear 2. Nice. We're going to equip that, and now we're going to upgrade. Very cool. And now see, since we get them to gear 2, we unlock this ability. Ewok Scout gains 20% evasion for each living Ewok ally. So as you can see here, this guy would synergize really well with other Ewoks in the group. And so, yeah. And as you can see here, to unlock this second node, character level requires is 20. So when she left 20, you can then add that, get access to that. So that's how that bar, if you were wondering, works. Alright, so this is level gear 2, 2, 2. Well, alright, let's get our clone up. Alright, let's grind real quick. Alright, and let's go. Yay, we got it. Awesome. Alright, let's go back, equip, upgrade. Oh yeah. that gets unlocked. Clone Sergeant Phase 1 gains critical chance for each living clone ally. Again, you know, he would synergize well. We covered this in the first video. You know, this the clone group is actually not a bad group. It's not top tier. Let's go to clones real quick. So for those who haven't seen video 1, here you get Cody, Echo, Fives, Rex, and the Sergeant. This is a decent group here, but again, we're not focusing on them right now. We're going to try to focus on getting hang on, don't forget to train and equip gear. Yep, we just did that. Thank you very much. And we're trying to focus on getting the Phoenix squad up to par. So, alright, quests. What did we unlock? Reach player 6, win the battle. Yes, we did. Perfect. Promote to 2 stars. Alright, so let's see what kind of free. Okay, we get a Cantina gift. Awesome. Gotta unlock that. We got some gear, and we unlock Luke Skywalker, Farm Boy. Perfect, and he's a 3 stars. This is good. Let's unlock the free. Let's skip this. And see, we just got 1 shard. So that's what you'll be getting most of the time, is at least 1 shard from the Bromsian data packs. But they also give you credits and gears, which will be nice. So let's upgrade him, since he's going to be part of our team, to 5. Let's see what we can equip that. Equip. See how far we can equip him. Oh, nice. So our grinding paid off a little bit. Awesome. Let's do that. Okay. I went too fast. Let's take a look at his kit, because I want to sort of. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. If you were wondering, so what was his abilities? You know, if you're wanting to figure that out. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Deals physical damage to a target enemy, inflicts damage over time for 3 turns on a critical hit. Critical hits, what I'll do is I'll slow down the fight a little bit so you can actually see, but a critical hit, once you hit one, is a yellow number. Most of the damage you deal is white numbers, but critical is yellow. So if we hit a yellow number, there'll be a damage time buff over the enemy for 3 turns. Which will be nice. Bullseye. Deals physical damage to a target enemy if the attack scores a critical hit, yellow numbers. Stuns the target for 1 turn. So, again, that will be really nice to have. Luke Skywalker can be a leader. So all allies. Doesn't mean if they're rebels or anything. As long as they're in your party, the allies gain 5% tenacity. And then his unique, Luke has a 10% critical chance. We have to unlock at gear 4. So we're only at gear 2, or about to, once we unlock it. So we have to gear him up 2 more times to unlock that unique. So as I was saying, how do I, each character, they have at least some tags underneath them. So this guy here, he's under the light side. He's known as an attacker and also a rebel. And so if you wanted to figure out what kind of tags everyone is, you can select on their filter, and let's go to rebels here. As you can see, the Phoenix squad is known as rebels. And then Luke Skywalker is a rebel. There's Biggs Darklighter, you know. So there's a big, huge roster of rebels. So that's how that works. And so if you're trying to build a team and you see a tag for a particular one, look underneath to find more of those people. Alright, you were trying to get Luke to gear 2, right? Let's do that real quick. Battle. And what we'll do is we're going to slow down the battle so you can actually be watching for the yellow numbers. So let's do this. So his ability, Rush Attack, deals physical damage to target's enemies with an additional 30% chance for a critical hit. Alright. And then this is his basic, physical damage to a target enemy. Let's do this one. There we go. We saw the yellow. That was a critical. Now let's see here. That was just white. No big deal. Boom. Dead. Alright. We got a new ability now. Attack as defense. Deals physical damage to special damage to a target enemy and recovers health equal to other damage dealt. So if he was hurt, if we use this ability, he was sort of like do a life drain attack. So let's just use a basic. Basic. Let's see if we can use this ability. So if we score a critical, we stun the target. No, let's wait that for, because he's half health. Let's just use a basic. There we go. Because I want to see if we can score a critical with that ability and show you what a stun looks like. So let's use taunt. What we'll do is we'll have Luke attack this guy and have everyone else attack him. So, or attack the stormtroopers. So we won't use AoEs because we want to see if we can deal a critical. Alright, let's see if we can deal the critical. Nope. We might not be able to do it this round. But, oh, actually we might. Right? No. Okay, yeah. But you get the idea. If we get yellow numbers, they'll get stunned. So stunning means they won't be able to attack on their turn. So if they were up for their turn, they would nullify it. They would have to wait more rounds before they could attack. Cool. He's now up to gear 2. Everyone in our party is gear 2. So sweet. What did we unlock here? Open a data card. And data card for that quest is this, which we'll need to just play some battles. Let's do that. No, let's do this. Let's complete this hard mode here. And there's a limit to playing the hard modes. As you can see, we did a fight. There's a maximum of 8 fights they can use to grind shards. They can't grind it indefinitely, and also it requires a little bit more energy. So twice as much energy in this situation. But again, since we're in the earlier levels, it's not going to be a big issue since we're going to be leveling so quickly. We'll just let this play through. Alright, let's see what we got. We got 2 shards, crystals, gear, training, credits, and XP. Perfect. Oh, sweet. Here's our first dark side character, Count Dooku. He is in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And he is a Sith. We can take a look at his profile once we play with this. He's actually a decent character with recent reworks to Sith. And there we go, we leveled up. As I said, you know, we're going to be burning through energy, but we're going to be getting it back. So we're now at 64, and we get 20 extra energy, and we unlock Count Dooku. Here, let's take a look at Count Dooku. We're about to get to the end of our video. What we'll do is we'll finish 1D on the hard mode, and then we'll stop the video after we take a look at Count Dooku and see what he is all about. Alright, so it looks like we got some gear unlocked. So let's focus on Luke, Farm Boy, because he is needed. We're not going to focus on him right now, but a little bit later he is needed to unlock R2-D2, which is a very good character for utility. So R2-D2 is a legendary character that you'll need. So we'll do that. We upgraded him. Let's take a look at Sith. Let's scroll down. Sith, here we go. And Count Dooku. We unlocked 1 shard of 50, so we got a long ways to go. Alright, so here he is. But he is known for this. His stunning ability is pretty good. He has a, as you can see here, he has a stun chance, but then he has a secondary stun chance. So yeah, he can deal a lot of stun abilities. His leadership isn't known for. He's typically not a leader in Sith groups. He's typically on the side, but he's a great utility. And this here is what makes him a little bit annoying. Is his counter has 100% chance to counter. So basically what happens is the counter works is if a character attacks Count Dooku, he will retaliate with a basic attack. Or so if a lot of people are focusing on him, so if like 5 characters attack him, he gets 5 free damage on the opposing team. So that's why he can be very annoying to play with. Alright, so as you can see here, we unlocked this new segment here, and this here are achievements. Don't worry about, you can read through them. Don't worry about trying to go, oh, I need to complete this. As you play the game, you'll unlock the achievements. Don't worry about it. But as you can see here, we did 5 of 5. So reach player level 5. Perfect. We'll claim this. So as you can see, with each achievement, you get a little shards of Darth Vader. So as you play through the game, you know, we're gonna just go at our normal pace. Eventually, we're gonna unlock Darth Vader, who is a very good character for the Empire. So we'll just claim this, and look how much credits we're doing. You know, spin those credits because we're getting a lot more. And there we go. Open 10 data cards in the store. Let's see if we can. Oh, perfect. We get the Royal Guard. As I said, you know, we're going to be unlocking the Empire side, which is a good class to start with on the dark side. There's so much. Alright, I'm trying to wrap up this video, but things keep unlocking for us. So let's take a look. Force Pike feels physical damage and inflicts speed down. This is the important thing. 50% chance to also stun the target for 1 turn. This comes in handy, especially in the lower levels. If your team is getting low, you can use this guy to basic and stun them and then survive a little bit longer. It's quite nice. And this is very helpful too. Allies gain defense up for 1 turn, and he also gains Royal Guard has a chance to gain turn meter. Yeah, so this basically gets defense up, so if you're dying, you know, it's very helpful and all that. So this guy is a very good character. Overall, he's very good. And look at that, we got 46,000 credits to deal with. So you have enough shards to promote a character. Let's go now. Oh, perfect. All right, so you know how we have 7 stars to work with. Now we have 1 star. You know it was 100 credits. Now when we go to 2 stars, it's going to cost us 10,000 credits. But we have 46,000. This is fine. Let's go there. Let's promote him. As you can see here, it getting him 2 stars also gives him power, but also increase the stats for him. So perfect. Oh, and we unlocked a profile. Awesome. So the way to access the profile, if you click on your name here, click on profile, we unlock this. So now instead of the default clone trooper, you click on that, and there we go. We got our profile. So when you're playing the squad arena, which we haven't unlocked quite yet, that'll probably be in the later video or so, you can see the people's different profiles and all that. And promote a character. We got more shards for Darth Vader. Sweet. Let's see if we get store. See, we just played a few games and we got 30 of these. So as we play more, we'll get enough to buy another Bronzian pack and unlock another achievement. And look at that, we are 120 crystals so far. That is really good. Only 36 out of 64, but we'll be getting more as we level. Look, we're progressing pretty good. We have our characters up to gear 2, and we got this guy. So probably in the next video, we'll get him to level 5, gear 2, so we can start working on our dark side characters. And we'll actually can use her, which I'm really surprised with getting from a Bronzian pack. Usually you have to buy crystals to actually get her, get lucky. So I am really surprised about that. But alright, that's the end of the video. I went much longer than I was expecting, but there was so much I had to cover in this one. So if you have any questions on stuff that I haven't, I went too fast on, or you saw something that I didn't cover, go ahead and comment down below and I'll answer them. If you want to know my main profile, I'll have that linked. And also, if you notice, I'm actually moving a mouse. I'm not playing on the phone. I'm using an emulator called BlueStacks, which I'll also be linking below. And you can download onto your computer. You don't need a high-powered PC to play. It's quite nice. So if you have a game that drains your battery life, but you want to still play it because it's fun, go ahead and download BlueStacks on your PC, and you can play that game to your heart content, without having to worry about battery life and heating up your phone. So with that, thank you so much for coming by, and I will see you tomorrow for our day 3 video. And we'll see how far we can go. Have a good one, guys.